With a delay until 2025, the all-new compact SUV that was constructed in India has the potential to eventually outsell the Jimny. You will soon become familiar with the Suzuki Fronx if you have not already. Already available in India, the all-new small SUV was originally scheduled to be released in Australia in late 2023. However, because to the enormous demand in its domestic market, where it achieved a record 100,000 sales in just 10 months, the release date has been pushed back to late 2025. Although the light SUV that is manufactured in India is around the same size as the Mazda CX-3, it is anticipated that it will be more reasonably priced while yet providing comparable levels of equipment and a motor that is a mild hybrid that consumes less fuel. The local pricing for the Suzuki Fronx is still a long way from being fixed in stone, given that it is still up to 18 months away from being available in local showrooms. However, Michael Pachota, the general manager for automobiles at Suzuki Australia, believes that it will be a highly popular product. He predicted that competitive pricing and high equipment levels will generate broad-spectrum appeal for the Fronx in Australia's new car market. Fronx will be a huge seller. I can see big volume there, he added. I can see big volume there. Suzuki, which is attempting to resist the trend of rising prices for new vehicles, is continuing to offer compact cars in Australia at prices that are far lower than the market average. Despite the fact that Pachota would not comment on whether or not the Fronx will begin at a price of approximately $20,000, he stated, "I believe it will be priced appropriately." The Ignis, which it will replace, has a starting price of $21,490, which includes the cost of on-road expenses. The only two new models that are still available with starting prices of less than $20,000 are the Kia Picanto Mini Hatch and the MG3 Light Hatch, which has since been discontinued. Suzuki has lately astonished everyone by offering affordable price for its new mild hybrid Swift small hatch, which can be purchased for less than $25,000 drive away. The Swift is manufactured in Japan, whereas the Fronx is manufactured in India, which is able to produce automobiles at lower prices due to reduced labor expenses. As a result, it is quite probable that the Fronx will be more affordable than the Swift. An executive from Suzuki made the following statement: "If Swift pricing is any indication, imagine how sharply we can position Fronx." At 3,995 mm in length, the Suzuki Fronx is around the same size as the Toyota Yaris Cross. The top-spec variants of the Fronx come with a very strong equipment list in India, beginning with a central touchscreen measuring 7.0 inches and featuring over-the-air (OTA) updates as well as wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. High-end Fronx grades come standard with a number of additional features, including a wireless phone charger, head-up display, cruise control, a 360-degree surround view parking camera system, and alloy wheels measuring 16 inches. The Fronx is equipped with 6 airbags, a reverse camera, and parking sensors as standard equipment. However, none of the vehicles that are currently being sold in India are equipped with autonomous emergency braking (AEB), which is something that will need to be incorporated before it can be sold in Australia according to regulations. The Fronx is offered in India with 2 different petrol engines, a turbocharged 1.0-liter 3-cylinder engine that produces 74 kilowatts and 148 Nm, and an entry-level 1.2-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 66 kilowatts and 113 Nm. Export versions of the Fronx that are marketed in South Africa are equipped with a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 77 kilowatts and 138 Nm of torque. This engine is comparable to the donk that is featured in the Suzuki Jimny. A prior statement made by Pachota to Car Sales said that Suzuki will provide hybrid engine options for all models in Australia, with the exception of the Jimny, by the end of 2025. This would mean that the Fronx might arrive in Australia with the same 1.2-liter mild hybrid power plant that is used to propel the Swift, which was just recently introduced. When the Fronx arrives in Australia at the end of the next year, it will basically replace the Suzuki Ignis, with